Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, Libra, let's see what's going on. Take a deep breath, Libra. See what's going on for you. Two cards for Libra for their highest good. This is for Libra. Oh, okay. I'm going to take out one more because that one just, wow, one more card. All right. All right, so Libra, you came out with embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So if things are going good for you, yay, things are going to start feeling happy. You're going to be feeling, like nothing can go wrong. You're just going to have a lot of joy in you, so it's good. Oh, no. Can you not see this? Hopefully you can see it like that. Sorry, you guys. I still have to fix my lighting here. All right, so then you have staying focused, hold the course. Really stay focused on the things that you're trying to do, okay? I know it's hard, and hopefully you get to see that one. I know it's hard, things are happening, but try to still try to be focused. And then you have fogged in. Go slow and take your time. You may not be seeing things clearly right now, but things are going to get better. Just keep going, okay? Don't give up on anything. Wow. Okay. So we're going to put that right there. All right. So, Libra, take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra. Wow. Let's see if I can put this on this side. I don't know why it's got that glare here on this one. Maybe. Okay. How about there? Okay. Right there. Put it right there. All right, so Libra, let's see what's going on for you. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest, Libra. This is going to be for Libra for their highest good. This is for Libra. Just wanted to tell you guys, hope you guys had a happy, blessed Mother's Day. I had a great Mother's Day. My son came in and is here and is like, I'm just so awed about it. So I'm just really happy. So I'm just glad. All right, so here we go. Take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. This is for Libra Spirit. One for the current, one for the situation, one for the past, one for what's hidden, one for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, what you need, I'm sorry, that was the what you need to do now. Sorry about that, Spirit. What you need to work on. One, and then one for the outcome. Okay. Alrighty. Wow. Okay. So, so you start off with the King of Swords. With the King of Swords, I feel like, you need to start focusing more. Whoa, wow. Didn't you get that card? Yeah, fogged in, stay focused. You need to start focusing more. Really be strong-willed. You're very strong-willed, but you're also very stubborn. I feel like you're going to be making decisions, and I feel like you need to open your heart. You have the Knight of Swords here. They're asking you not to rush into decisions or what you're trying to do. Don't rush at it, because you feel like you have that confidence and, the courage, and that's great, and excitement, but you also need to not rush into things. You have the Ten of Pentacles here for the past. The Ten of Pentacles is saying that you do have the material success that you want. You're trying to establish yourself to create more. We'll see why it's actually here. You have the Ten of Swords up here for what's hidden. Something's coming to an end. There's a situation in your life that has come to an end. Things are going to shift around for you, so be ready. This also comes into a 1. So the Ten of Swords is here, so there is a new cycle trying to come in for you. And when I say new cycle or new beginning, it's because there's an end of a problem. So something new could come in, you know, something different. It's, you're like on a different path, is what I'm trying to say. You have the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups is asking you to really look at your, really trust your intuition, pay attention to your dreams. I feel like there's some kind of unexpected news or messages coming through. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my stuff together here. Pay attention to those numbers, the sequent numbers like 333, 222, 444, something like, it's something like that, because there's some kind of guidance here for you. You have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is talking about you're ready to move forward. You want to get away from all this negativity, all this drama going on, and you're ready to move forward, which is beautiful. I know what you mean. You know what you want. You know exactly what you want. You know, you may not be saying everything to everybody, but you know exactly what you're doing. You have the High Priestess here for what you need to work on, and really trust your intuition. You know, you really know. You already know. I don't have to say that trust your intuition, because you already know that. You know, but you're very intuitive, and you need to trust your gut feeling. You need to, you know, open your heart. But it's like you're so wise, and you already know. Okay. You know what you need to do. And then you have the Empress here. The Empress is a motherly, loving energy that's here. This could be you, or you're picking up some kind of energy of somebody around you that's like that. I feel like you really need to start taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, especially your emotional state. I feel like you need to take care of yourself there. I also feel like there is a lot of growth here. I feel like there is abundance coming in for you. I feel like somebody around you, or you could be pregnant. Definitely there's nurturing here. You need to nurture yourself. So let's see what the cards say when we clarify the cards. All right, so Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Libra, 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 Libra. All right, Spirit, let's see what's going on with Libra. Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Why is the King of Swords here for Libra? One more card. So you have the Devil card. Wow. And you have the Three of Wands. Wow. Okay. So the devil card is here. I mean, okay, so you start off with the King of Swords. So they're saying that you could be stubborn, you know, you're not really making decisions from the heart, you know, you're just like you're getting your emotions in the way. Wow. I feel like the devil is okay, so the devil is here and the Three of Wands is here. So you're moving on, you're moving forward from all these negative habits, and you're trying to deal with everything that you need to do, which is very nice. I feel like you're handling all the situations that were just like loose there, and you're starting to deal with everything. Wow, that's nice. I also feel like you already know what you need to do. You're ready to move forward from everything. You know what you want. With the devil here is saying that, you know, before, you know, you were on the same pattern over and over and over, but now it's like you're changing things. Also too, I feel like there for somebody out there, I feel like you could be feeling like you're trapped, and like you just can't move on from where you're at. Like you just can't move on from the situation or an obstacle, and it's like, you know, like you're feeling like, oh my God, like what am I gonna do? You know, I have no choice but to do this, you know, that kind of thing. Because you do know what you want, but you're not going to do it. Not yet. Okay, yeah. So really try to make your decisions from your heart. Really try to have that forgiveness and that compassion, okay? Because it does matter when you have that. You have the Knight of Swords here. And why is the Knight of Swords here? One more card. Sorry, I have the fan like right here on me, so that's why all the cards are like going this way all over the place. Wow. Whew. Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords. Remember I said that, like, not to rush into anything, any decisions. Don't rush, even though you have that courage, that confidence, that excitement, that, you know, like, oh gosh, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that. You know, yes, it's beautiful because you're the leader, right? You're stepping back into your power. You know what you want. you know, do that. Create what you want. You have the magician here, and they're asking you to think positive in all the situations, no matter what. You know, you are like the magician. You have all the tools to create what you want to manifest, what you want to do. You're that powerful. You know, you're very confident, you know, you're very smart, you're very wise. You know how to do things. You know, you wouldn't be where you're at right now if you didn't know how to do things. So they're asking you to just think positive in every situation, regardless if it's a bad situation or not. Think positive. Okay. Don't rush into making any decisions right now. Really think with your heart. Try to have that compassion and forgiveness. Okay. And then you have the Fool card, and there is a new beginning here. There's a fresh start. There's a new beginning, you know, but they also want you to take a chance on things. They want you to take a chance on things, like, whatever it is that you're trying to create, take a chance on it. But there is a new beginning coming in, because you do have the 10 of Swords up here that's going to end. Something is coming to an end. Wow. Wow. Okay. It's like they're asking you to take a leap of faith. And like, if you see her, she doesn't care where she's going to land. She's just taking that chance to go. And that's you. Okay. So you have the 10 of Pentacles here. The 10 of Pentacles is talking about trying to establish what you want, trying to create that material success. And I feel like you are doing it. And I feel like this is now. There is abundance around you. There is material success of all kinds also. You have the 10 of Swords up here for what's hidden, and why is the 10 of Swords here for Libra? One more card. Nice. So right now as I'm doing this reading, we are literally in a Scorpio full moon. So if you're feeling the effects of the energy coming through, that's about truth. It's about bringing in things that you have in your soul, like things that you didn't deal with before. You're dealing with them now. So just know that. Okay. You did get the Moon card here, so this is telling me that for some reason, well, with the moon, you know, sometimes you may not be seeing things clearly because the full moon is here. You did get the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is about endings, a painful ending, a sadness. You know, you're going through a lot. And your emotions will be high, you know, because there's an ending. When there's an ending, there is also a new beginning. But right now you can't see that. Right now it's hidden. Right now you're not thinking clearly, and you're certainly not thinking about the future clearly. You're not seeing the future clearly. You do have the 9 of Pentacles here. The 9 of Pentacles is about, you know, you're being very independent, you know, but they want you to work on yourself. Like, love yourself. Love who you are, who you've become. Nurture yourself. Trust your decisions and what you do. You know how to make decisions, but you're also too very stubborn sometimes, and you need to make them from your heart, is what they're trying to tell you. So really have that compassion. When you have that compassion and the gratitude and the forgiveness, you know, it changes things all around. Okay, so just know that. But you are they're asking you to work on yourself, to take care of yourself, to really because you are trying really hard to work on yourself, and they want you to do that more, to trust your decisions that you're making. Then you have then you have the Page of Cups. And why is the Page of Cups here for the hopes and fears? One more card. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So there is definitely a lot going through in your life, Libra. A lot of things are going to change, you know, and it shows here. You know, the Page of Cups is here. You know, you could be dreaming. There's a lot of dreams that you have, and they want you to pay attention to that. You know, literally sleeping, you know, dreams, you know, like pay attention to it. Try to remember it and look it up, because there are messages there. You're being guided. I feel like there is news, there's messages coming through. I feel like the messages that you're getting, the intuitive messages, like on the outside, like when you go to work or you're home and you see 111 or 222, stuff like that, you know, you're seeing that. And those are messages from your spirit guides. And those are also messages from your angels, and they're trying to tell you something. So really try to take the time to look at that. You do have the Five of Cups here. The Five of Cups, is talking about, having some kind of regret, things about, you're rethinking about everything, you're reviewing everything, you're thinking about everything. Um, you have a lot of regret, a lot of, that you shouldn't have done this, or you shouldn't have done that, or you shouldn't have said this, or you shouldn't have said that, or, just with the everything that's going on, you feel down, you feel depressed, you feel like, that nothing's going to change if you don't, nothing's going to change the way you want it, Um, but there is a lot of change here. Do have the Tower here. So now the Tower is coming in, so just expect it. This is the changes here. These changes that you're going through, it's because you didn't want to change them for yourself. So now the universe is coming in. The universe, or whoever, God, whoever you believe in, they're coming in and they're like, you know what? This situation needs to be changed. This needs to be changed because you're not going to change it yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and change it for you. So just remember, the Tower is here and there's going to be change. Okay. Know that. You have the Three of Wands here. And why is the Three of Wands here? For what you need to do now. One more card. Okay. So you have the Knight of Swords again. You have the Three of Wands, and then you have the Hierophant. All right. So, with the Three of Wands, I feel like like I said, you already know what you want. You want to move forward from all this drama, from all these obstacles, and you will, but you're still going to have to go through all this. You will. Don't rush into anything, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, because you have it here again. Don't rush anything, even if you feel like you're so courageous and so confident and you feel excited and you feel like you can do anything. Yes, you can, and you are, and you will. But really just be careful when you're doing decisions. Okay, really make your decisions from the heart. The Hierophant is here, and you're looking at a lot. You're looking for answers, you're searching for answers, you're wondering about this, you're wondering about that, and you want answers. They're asking you that, if you're religious, pray more, that, for you to clear your mind so that you can actually hear the messages, because, you're very overwhelmed with everything that's going on in your life. You're tired, you're stressed, but, you have that confidence to do it, but they want you to, look at your traditional values or just religion, pray more, ask for whoever you pray to, what it is, or talk to God, whatever it is, but they want you to seek that to get answers. Clear your mind so that you can find the answers within, because you do have the answers also. You do have the High Priestess here, and then why is the High Priestess here? For what you need to work on for Libra. One more card. So you have the Knight of Wands here, and you have the Seven of Wands. Wow. Okay, so with the Knight of Wands, and the High Priestess, you have the High Priestess, and she's asking you to really look within and use your intuition, trust your intuition. I feel like for some of you guys, you're trying to find your purpose here in life. I feel like you want so much, you want the material success, you want everything, but I feel like you're doing a lot of soul searching also. And I feel like there is going to be a lot of change coming through, but you need to really, really trust your intuition, use it, start trusting it, start believing that is something there. It's telling you when to use it and when not to use it, because it's there. Because you need to use it, because you're going to be making a lot of decisions. A lot of things are going to change for you, so be ready. You do have the Seven of Wands here. Wow. So with the Seven of Wands here, I feel like you really need to stand up for yourself. I feel like, if anybody tells you anything, you're very defensive, you write automatically, don't let nobody tell you, you believe in yourself, and that, you're just like, no, I'm not going to hear anything else, but you're believing what you believe, and that's good. stand up for yourself and whatever you believe in, okay? Because this is your life, put your foot down, don't let anybody tell you you can't do something, because you can, okay? This is your life. You do what you need to do. But use your intuition. You have the Empress here. And why is the Empress here? For the outcome. One more card. Wow, you have Six of Pentacles and the Lover's card. Wow, okay. So really start nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. There is some kind of abundance coming in because you have the Six of Pentacles and you have the Empress, and those two cards are both abundance. You're very generous, you're very loving, you try to be generous with everyone. I feel like somebody around you could be pregnant also. I feel like you have a person around you that's that you have a good union with, that they're always there for you. I feel like you just need to trust the process and everything that's going on. How can I put this? Like, communicate better, okay? Like, really start communicating, like start telling them how you feel or what you're doing, really open up to them, because that's what they want. I don't know who that was for, or the message, but it could be for anyone. But just, if it resonates with you, just do it, because they want you to talk to them. They want you to really pour your heart to them. They want you to have communication, because you do have a really good union with them and you trust them. So, wow. Nice. All right, Libra. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Really stay focused. Really have that compassion, and really don't rush into decisions, okay? All right, Libra. I'll talk to you soon. God bless.